And good morning, folks. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Cash Island Tournament. I'm Mike Nielsen calling the shots here. Mike on the mic. This is our first game here on the Sunday, the last day of the Cash Island Tournament. This is the women's semi-final game between the A-Holes and the Victoria Mooseheads. The A-Holes are wearing the blue jerseys and the Victoria Mooseheads are wearing the green jerseys. Game has just got underway here at the Eagle Ridge Community Center. Come to you live from Langford, British Columbia. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all enjoying your family day-long weekend. Here's a shot. Whistles wide. It's all kept in by the A-Holes. Again, this is the semi-final, so whoever wins this game will advance to the women's Cash Island final. Ball retrieved by the A-Holes. Shoot up along the left-hand side. Nice pass. Gain the blue line. Nice pass on the right-hand side. Comes in, takes a shot, and that's stopped by Sid. We got Sid in goal for the Victoria Mooseheads, and for the A-Holes, we have Maxi. Face off inside the Mooseheads zone here. And in this tournament, we are playing two 15-minute periods. If the game is tied, we will have to play some overtime, obviously, because it is a semi-final game. Ball goes in the corner. A-Holes will pick it up. There's a shot on goal, and that's easily covered up there by Sid. So we'll have another face-off coming up inside the Moosehead zone here. Kirsten Rozek, number 44, taking the draw, wins it. Shot from the blue line. Nice save there by Sid, and quickly covered up. So another face-off coming up our way here. Looks like we got Kirsten doing the face-off for the Moose. The battle of the Kirstens in the face-off here. One by the A-Holder, the shot, missed the net. Mooseheads will dump it down, and that will be an icing call against the Mooseheads. So another face-off coming up. Looks like the Mooseheads will make some changes here to get a fresh set of line, or a fresh line on the floor here. And looks like Destin, number 5, is going to take the draw here for the Mooseheads against Kirsten Rozek of the A-Holes. And Kirsten wins it. Ball's back to the point. Ball's kept in. Dropping it down for Belinda. Belinda will pass over. There's a shot. That one's blocked. Mooseheads can't get it out. Good pressure being applied here by the A-Holes. There's a shot. Nice stop there. Ball's dumped down. And that will be another icing call against the Mooseheads. 12:55 left to go in the first period. We are still awaiting our first goal of the game. We are 0-0 right now. Natasha lining up to take the draw here for the A-Holes. Ball goes in the corner. Ball shot around. Ball kept in by the A-Holes. Nice defensive block there. And here come the Mooseheads. Trying to gain the zone. They do have the zone. But the A-Holes will pass the ball up. Ball's dumped down. Retrieved by Kat Bickford, number 3. Bickford loses the ball. Oh, gains it again. Bickford will pass the ball up. Hopped over the stick. And that will roll down. And that will be an icing call against the Mooseheads. Shots on goal. This game is 4-0 in favor of the A-Holes. We're still waiting our first goal. 0-0, 12:16 left to go in the first. Again, this is the women's semi-final. So whoever wins this game will advance to the Cash Island women's final. Ball's kept in at the point there by the A-Holes. Pass it down along the right-hand side. There's a pass. That was steered away by Sid. Ball's in front. Backhander. Swing and a miss. Shot from the blue line. Sid will stop that. Steered away. Mooseheads having a hard time trying to get it out here. Ball shot to the other side of the rink there. Or our side there, I should say. Still trying to wake up here. Passed over. Ball's loose. Retrieved by the A-holes. It's a Rachel number 17. She'll pass it over. There's a shot. And nice stop there by Sid. So I want to do a quick shout out to our sponsor, Coastal Ball Hockey. Thanks for sponsoring the VIBHL and all our athletes. We appreciate all the support you provide to the VIBHL to make this lovely game happen. Hope you're, like I said, I hope you're all enjoying your long weekend. This is a great way to have some fun, watch some ball hockey wherever you're watching, either on Vancouver Island, the mainland, Alberta, anywhere. We appreciate your support wherever you're watching and enjoying this game from. Ball's dumped in the corner. Mooseheads will have it. Try to pass out. There's a shot. Oh, nice stop there by Sid. Ball's loose. This game's all A-holes right now as they're putting lots of offensive pressure here in the Mooseheads. Battle for the ball in the corner. Ball's in front of the net. That one's swatted away. There's a shot. Hit her own player. Mooseheads will dump it down. Race for the ball here in the A-hole zone. There's Michelle, number 19. She'll shoot it around. For Kirsten Rozek. Rozek will pass it up. Mooseheads will dump it down. Icing's waved off. Play continues. A-holes have the ball behind their own net. The bouncy ball. Kept in by the Mooseheads. They dump it down. Hamilton behind the net. She'll pass it over. Here come the A-holes. Kept it at the point. And the A-holes get it out. Ball's dumped down into the Moosehead zone. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the first period in a scoreless game. Nice poke check there. And the Mooseheads will get it out. A-holes will dump it down. Make a couple changes on the fly here. Bickford has the ball. Shoots the ball around. For Lyon. Lyon can't get it, but here come the A-holes. Comes in, shoots, missed the net. There's Christy Richard. Ball behind the net. Ball's at the point now. Nice bank play there. Off the board, there's a shot. The player in front. Ball goes to the opposite corner now. Back to the point to Natasha Steblin. Steblin will pass it down. There's a shot. And nice save there by Sid. 8:51 left to go in the first period. We are still scoreless here at Cache Island. Come to you live from Langford, British Columbia. Face off inside the Moosehead zone. Back to the point. Winds up, shoots. That one went over the net. Ball's retrieved in the near boards by the Mooseheads. Cole tried to pass it up. And the ball's out. This might go right on goal. Yes, it will. So icing is waved off. There's Kristen, number 17, from the Mooseheads in the corner. Battling for the ball. Ball dumped in the corner. Ball goes behind the nets. Mooseheads applying some pressure here now in the offensive zone. There's a shot. It's blocked in front. And A-holes will carry the ball out. Pass along the left-hand side. Up to Stewart, number 13. Stewart will dump it down. A-holes makes a couple changes on the fly here. Get some fresh bodies on the floor there. A bouncy ball here. In the offensive zone here. Ball's in the corner. A-holes applying some pressure again, and that was quickly covered up by Sid. So face-off coming up inside the Moosehead zone. Shots on goal this game is 12-1 in favor of the A-holes. They're definitely getting way more offensive chances in this first period here. But we're still scoreless at 0-0. Again, this is the women's semi-final. With the winner advancing to the women's Cash Island final. Ball's behind the net. Ball shot around. Logan Hamilton. Hamilton banks off the board. Race for the ball. Here comes Hamilton. Gains the blue line. Comes in, takes a shot. Misses the net. Ball retrieved in front of the camera here by the A-holes. Belinda Hatch. Hatch will pass it over to Kirsten Rozek. Couldn't quite handle the pass. Ball shot up. And the A-holes carry the ball. Gain the zone. Dumping it down. Tara Budden. Goes in the opposite corner. Belinda Hatch, 99. Hatch. Passing it over. Battle there. In the end boards there. Wraparound attempt. Shoots. Scores! That one went past Sid. And we have a 1-0 game for the A-holes. I believe that was number 69, Paige Smith, with the wraparound goal there. We'll have to wait for confirmation here from the announcer. Mr. DJ Dustin playing some funky rhymes here at the Ridge. Well, regardless, it's 1-0 for the A-holes. Here they come again. Ball's chipped out. Retrieved by the A-holes in their own zone. Chantel, number 6, passing the ball up for Sherry Stewart. Stewart will pass it over to Natasha, number 2, Natasha Steblin. Ball's dumped down. Ball's loose in front. Kept in at the point by the A-holes. There's a shot. That one whistled wide. Ball's loose in front. And here come the Mooseheads down the left-hand side. And the ball's out. Here come the A-holes. For Shea, number 88. Shea with a shot. Nice stop there by Sid. And yes, it was number 69, Paige Smith, getting that goal for the A-holes. And the A-holes are up 1-0. There's a shot. Nice pad save there by Sid. Ball goes in the corner. Picked up by the A-holes. They shoot the ball behind the net. Good pressure being applied here by the A-holes. Have the ball at the point. There's a shot. That one's blocked. It's Erica Holmes. Holmes will pass it down the right-hand side. Ball goes in the corner. Back to the point to Erica Holmes. Holmes. Ball goes in the corner for Shea, number 88. Back to Holmes at the point. Holmes will pass it over to her defensive partner. Emily Jude, there's a shot. Blocked in front. Player goes down. No call. Oh, Sid making a couple save there and quickly covers that one up. .429 left to go in the first. It's 1-0 A-holes. a shot. That one goes wide. Ball's loose in front. Ball goes in the corner. A-holes have the ball again in the corner. And there's a goal. It's 2-0. All right, 3:53 left to go in the first period. And the A-holes now have a 2-0 lead here in the first semifinal for the Women's Cache Island Division. Ball's dumped down into the Mooseheads zone. Logan Hamilton will bank it off the boards. Ball's dumped down. A-holes retrieve it. Hamilton checking her player there. Sarah Reddington shoots the ball around. Stewart. There's a shot from the point there as the Mooseheads are now applying some offensive pressure. Wraparound attempt, and that's in! Logan Hamilton gets the Mooseheads on the board. So, with 3:13 left to go in the first, it's now 2-1 Mooseheads. We got ourselves a game now. Back and forth playing here in the neutral zone between these two teams. And the Mooseheads dump it down into the A-hole zone. Ball shot around. The shot from the point. Hits a player. Mooseheads another shot owns. Blocked. And the ball's dumped out. Icing's waved off, says the referees. Play continues. Race for the ball in the Moosehead zone. 2:30 left to go in the first period. A-hole setting it up. Michelle takes a shot. That deflects, goes in the corner. Retrieved by the A-holes. Here come the A-holes. There's a shot. And blocked by player. Backhander. There's a shot. Oh, nice stop there. I think Sid had a piece of that. Battling for the ball behind the net. A couple players go down. And good pressure being applied here by the A-holes. There's a shot. That one deflects in the corner. Ball's kept in by the A-holes. Chantel, number 6, passing it down low. Just missed Amanda, number 27. Mooseheads now have the ball in the corner. Back it off the board, still kept in by the A-holes. There's a shot blocked by a Moosehead player. Ball's dumped down, and that will be an icing call against the Mooseheads. 1:27 left to go in the first period. It's 2-1 A-holes. Face off inside the Moosehead zone. Mooseheads have the ball in the corner. And they'll shoot the ball around. We have our first penalty coming up here as a Moosehead player went down. Just waiting for a number here. don't like the call, but the ref's explaining the call to them. I don't think the referee's going to change their mind. That's not the way hockey works. Looks like number 5, Erica Holmes, is going to the sin bin here. So we have a 2-minute power play, our first power play of the game here. Mooseheads trail 2-1. Great opportunity for them to get back in this game and tie it up. With 1:16 left to go on the clock. Jasmine for the face-off there for the Mooseheads. Ball's in the corner, and the A-holes will dump it down, killing some time on the penalty kill. Sid will stop the ball for Hamilton. And DJ Justin announcing our last minute of play here in the first period. Ball's dumped down in the A-hole zone. It's Kirsten. Ball's in the front, and ball's dumped down into the Moosehead zone. Good PK here so far for the A-holes. Hamilton has the ball, walking the ball up. Hamilton, ball's dumped in. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. A-holes will shoot the ball out, and they dump it down again, killing some more time on the penalty kill. 20 seconds left to go on the clock here. A-holes, they will dump it down right in the glove of Sid. Sid will play it up. Good penalty kill here so far for the A-holes, and that'll do it for the first period, folks. All right, at the end of the first period, it's the A-holes 2 and the Mooseheads 1. We'll take a quick break in the broadcast booth. Stay tuned for the second period. All right, folks, Mike on the mic here. Mike Nielsen back in the broadcast booth. Thanks for tuning in to the Cache Island Women's Semi-Final. In case you're just tuning in, we have the A-holes up 2-1 on the Mooseheads. A-holes wearing the light blue jerseys, and the Mooseheads are wearing the green jerseys. We have a power play that's been continued over from the first period here. Got about 25 seconds to go here in the power play. Mooseheads setting up the ball at the point here on the power play. There's a shot from the point. That one deflects, goes in the corner. Pass in front, ball's loose, and the ball's dumped down by the A-holes. And that'll kill the power play there. We're back to 5-on-5. 14-10 left to go in this game here, and a 2-1 lead for the A-holes. Again, this is the semi-final, with the winner advancing to the Cache Island Women's Division Final. Ball's behind the net. Ball in the opposite corner. Picked up by Belinda Hatch, 99. Passing back to the point. There's a shot. That one's blocked by the Mooseheads, and the Mooseheads will shoot the ball out. Michelle, number 19 for the A-holes. Nice pass there, deflects it into the Moosehead zone. Sydney Cole passed it up. Ball goes in the corner. Picked up by Chantel, number 6. Rozek will dump it down. This one's retrieved by Sydney Cole. Cole pass it up. Ball's banked up along the boards there. Race for the ball. Now retrieved by Emily Jude. Jude will pass the ball up. And the A-holes are offside. They need to tag up. Ball's dumped down into the A-hole zone. Retrieved by Erica Holm, number 5. Here comes Sarah Reddington. Reddington gains the blue line. Thought that was offside, but I guess it wasn't. Play continues. Ball's behind the net. Ball's in the corner, retrieved by the A-holes. Steblin with a shot. Back to the point. To Jude. Jude will pass it down. There's Steblin in front of the camera with a shot. Nice save there by Sid. Richard. Now it's taken away by the Mooseheads. And ball's out now. Steblin. Steblin will pass it over on the left-hand side here. Here comes Shea, number 88. Shea comes in. Shot. Save. Ball's loose. There's a shot. Oh, nice save there by Sid. Battle for the ball behind the net here. Ball goes in the corner. Retrieved by the A-holes. Good pressure being applied here by the A-holes. Here comes Shea, number 88, backhander. Hit by her own player there. And the ball's dumped down. This might be right on goal. Yes, it will. So icing is waved off. Mooseheads make some changes on the fly. Good tempo here to this game here. Again, the winner will advance later today to the women's semifinal for the Cache Island tournament. Race for the ball. Hamilton has it. Backhander. Now it's taken away by the A-holes. A-holes will pass it up. It's like a little too far, and that will be an icing call against the A-holes. 10:53 left to go in the game. It's a 2-1 lead for the A-holes. Face-off coming up inside the A-hole zone here. Got Kirsten, number 16, lining up to take the draw for the Mooseheads. That was won by the A-hole. They shoot the ball. Oh, thought they were going to shoot the ball around there. And the ball's out. A-holes will dump it down to the Moosehead zone. Retrieved by Kat Bickford, number 3. Bickford backhands it. Still kept in. Kirsten, number 44. Kirsten passing it down low behind the net. There's a shot. Nice save by Sid. Ball's loose. And the ball's shot out. And that will be an icing call against the Mooseheads. Gotta love these funky tunes by Mr. DJ Dustin. They're all right. Face off coming outside the Moosehead zone. Steblin wins the draw. Ball goes in the corner. Picked up by Natasha Steblin. Steblin back to the point. Back to Steblin on the far board. There's a shot. Goes in the corner. Picked up by Emily Jude. Ball goes to the point. Kept in by Holmes, number 5. No, it's out. Holmes had to retrieve it. Nice ball movement here by the A-hole to gain the zone again. There's a shot, nice save there by Sid. Another shot, nice save there by Sid again. Ball banks off the glass and just out. A-holes need to tag up here. 9:30 left to go in a 2-1 lead for the A-holes. A-holes gain the zone again. Steblin fakes the shot. Steblin pass it back to Holmes. Holmes back to Steblin. Steblin with the shot. All that deflects, goes in the corner. There's Stewart passing it over. And there's a backhander. Oh, just missed the top corner there. Moose is having a heck of a time trying to get it out here. As the A-holes are applying some really good offensive pressure here. And now the ball's out. Dumped down. And that will be an icing call against the Mooseheads. 8:40 left to go on the clock here. It's 2-1 A-holes. Again, we want to thank our friends at Coastal Ball Hockey for sponsoring the VIBHL and all our athletes and referees, scorekeepers, commentaries, cameramen like Mr. Chris here. We appreciate all the help and support you provide the VIBHL and to make this Cache Island tournament possible. Thank you very much. Ball's in the corner. 8:30 on the clock here. Again, this is the women's semifinal with the winner advancing to the Cache Island women's final later on today. Mooseheads have the ball. Bickford will pass it up. Kept in by the A-holes. Winds up, takes a shot. Oh, does take a shot. Another shot. Wow, some stellar goaltending here by Sid. Love it. Ball's out. Mooseheads make some changes on the fly. Same with the A-holes. A-holes will pass the ball up in the neutral zone. And the Mooseheads now have it. Taken away by the A-holes. Pass along the right-hand side. Ball's chipped into the Moosehead zone. Mooseheads get it out. Now the A-holes have it. Have possession of the offensive zone. Ball's dumped in the corner. Picked up by the A-holes. Bickford battling in the corner there with Paige Smith. Bickford. And here comes Logan Hamilton. Hamilton down the left-hand side. Takes a shot. Nice save there. And the A-holes get it out. Sydney Cole. Ball's dumped in. Ball goes behind the A-holes net right now. A-holes will pass it up along the right-hand side. 6:45 left to go in the game. A 2-1 lead for the A-holes. A-holes gain the zone. Oh, nice pass. Winds up, shoots. That one's blocked. Deflects and goes in the corner. Picked up by Cole. Cole trying to get it out. Can't. Stewart making some moves. Takes a shot, missed the net. Oh, bit of a funny bounce there. Retrieved by the Mooseheads. Tempo's definitely picked up here. Stewart winds up, shoots. That was steered away in the corner by Sid. Stewart passed the ball in front. Shot from the blue line. Oh, nice save there by Sid. If there's a player of the game award for the Moosehead, that should definitely go to Sid, in my opinion here. Sid's definitely keeping their team in this game here. Here comes the A-hole. Nice save there by Sid. And covers it up. 5:46 left to go in the second period here. It's 2-1 A-holes. Face-off coming up inside the Moosehead zone here. Look, Amanda Adams going to line up to take the draw for the A-holes. Andrea, number 4, shoots the ball around. That one's retrieved by Golly, number 17. Ball's dumped in. Amanda Adams battling for the ball here for the A-holes. Retrieved by the Mooseheads. It's Kirsten Golly, number 17. Against Amanda Adams. Mooseheads trying to get it out. Can't. Ball goes behind the Mooseheads net there. Now it's in the corner. And the ball's just out. A-holes need to tag up here. They want to get that offensive zone again. Ball's dumped in by the A-holes. They make some changes on the fly. Exactly 5 minutes left to go in the game. 2-1 A-holes in the semifinal here. Ball's in the corner. This is Shea, number 88. Shea. And Mooseheads will dump it down. That one's retrieved there by Rachel Budden. Budden will pass it over to the right-hand side. Back to Budden. Taken away there by the Mooseheads. Ball's dumped down in the Moosehead zone. Sid will play it for Bickford. Kat Bickford, number 3. Bickford playing it up for Kirsten. Number 16, Kirsten. Up for Logan Hamilton. This is Kirsten, number 16, down the right-hand side. Kirsten. Played back. Ball shot in. For the shot by Hamilton. Nice stop there by Maxie, number 25. Got 3:50 left to go in the clock here. Ball's dumped in by the A-holes. Here's Sydney Cole, number 12, passing it up for Robin Rayner. Rayner loses the ball. Here come the A-holes. And here come the Mooseheads again. That one's taken away by the A-holes. A-holes gain the zone on the right-hand side. There's a shot, and that one's steered away by Sid. Nice stick save there. Ball's in the corner, retrieved by the A-holes. 3:20 left to go. Stewart with a shot, and that was quickly covered up by Sid with 3:17 left to go on the clock. Shots on goal this game is 32-6 in favor of the A-holes. A-holes definitely applying way more pressure here in the semi-final game here. Game's not done yet. 2-1 is the score. The time is ticking on the Mooseheads. Here's a shot. Missed the net. Race for the ball in the corner. Ball goes in the opposite corner. Mooseheads can't get it out. Here's a shot. And that's in the glove of Sid. So face-off coming up inside the Moosehead zone with 2:55 left to go on the clock. I was just wondering when the Mooseheads would call a timeout, and they just did. All right, folks, we'll take a little quick break here from the broadcast booth. So stay tuned for the rest of the game. All right, Mike back on the mic here. Mike Nielsen calling the shots. Again, this is the women's semi-final for the Cache Island tournament, with the winner advancing to the final later on today. We got 2:55 left to go on the clock here. A-holes win the draw. Chantel will pass it down for Stewart. Ball goes in the corner. Natasha Steblin back to the point. Takes a shot, passing down the right-hand side. Back to the point. There's a shot, one blocked in front. Ball goes down into the A-hole zone. .220 left to go in the game here. The A-holes, oh, they lose the ball there. Ball's dumped in. Mooseheads have the zone. Retrieved by the Mooseheads. There's a shot. That one's blocked in front. There's Shea. Shea dumped it down the neutral zone. Bickford now has it. Number 3, Bickford. Bickford will pass it up. And here's Logan Hamilton. Over to Kirsten, number 16. Mooseheads making some defensive changes on the fly. Here's a shot. Easily stopped there by Maxi. 1:35 left to go here. Wondering if they're going to pull Sid here. Good pressure being applied here by the Mooseheads. Just can't quite tie it up though yet. There's Richard. Kept in at the point there. Oh, opportunity. Oh, wow. What an opportunity there for the Mooseheads. But some stellar goaltending by 25 Maxi. Saw a player go down there. No call though. Guess the refs are letting things go here a bit. Guess it didn't warrant a penalty. And looks like they'll be okay. And the Mooseheads have pulled Sid from the goalie crease for the extra attacker. So with 1:19 left to go in a 2-1 game here for the A-holes, can the Mooseheads tie it up? Mooseheads have the ball, backhander, that was blocked. Ball goes in the corner, picked up by the A-holes. Well, Emily Jude shoots the ball around. And there you go, DJ Dustin announcing 1 minute left to go in the game. Time's ticking here on the Mooseheads to tie it up. They are applying some offensive pressure, but the A-holes are doing a good job of milking that clock and killing some time here. Ball's at the point by the Mooseheads. Ball's dumped down. Oh, what a good opportunity for the Mooseheads there. Nice pad save there by Maxi. We got 28 seconds left to go here. Both teams battling for the ball along the boards there. There's Andrea, number 4, dumps it down. 14 seconds left to go. Again, they're just killing the clock. 6 seconds left to go. And that will do it. The A-holes will advance to the women's Cash Island final with a final score of 2-1. And stay tuned, folks. We will have players of the game from both sides here, so stay tuned for that. Sides will do the respectful thing and do the fist pump and handshake, call it what you will. Well, a great semi-final game to watch there. And congratulations to the A-holes as they advance to the Women's Cash Island Division Final Championship. Both teams will line up on their respective blue lines as we are just awaiting to hear who the players of the game will be. I have a hunch I might know who it is for the Mooseheads. Probably Sid would be my guess.
Your national players of the game are being presented to you by the Canadian Brewhouse, representing the Victoria Mooseheads with 30 saves.
Yeah, number 1, Sid, well deserved for the Mooseheads. And Paige Smith, number 69, getting the player of the game for the A-holes. All right, folks, I'm Mike Nielsen signing off. Stay tuned for more Cash Island playoffs coming up here. And hope you're all enjoying your Family Day long weekend. Thanks for tuning in.